Well, it's Tuesday of race week here in Australia. It is a beautiful day here in Melbourne, and I've come to the MCG because I'm getting a tour of this fantastic city by the local lad who is racing here for the very first time. In fact, here he is now. Great timing. Hi, Oscar, how are you doing?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Very good, thank you. Wow, when I said I was getting a tour, I didn't think it'd have been something like this. Very nice car, thanks.
You're welcome.
You're going to take me on a tour of your home city?
I am, yes.
All right, let's go.
I'll try not to get lost.
I hope so. There's a billboard there with your face on it.
There is, yeah.
Deserving of an Oscar.
Yeah.
Things like that, are they weird?
Yeah, it's a bit weird seeing my face in a few different places. Like yesterday, when I was watching TV, one of the ads was just a giant face of me on TV, so that takes a bit of getting used to. But for me, having a home race, that's part of the fun and part of the privilege of, being known around the place.
Have you been to the race before?
Yes, I'd been once before. I think it was 2015 I went, and I was a grid kid, and we got to hold a flag of each driver on the grid, and I had Danny Kvyat's flag.
Okay.
And then he stopped on the laps of the grid. So
I remember that. I was working at that race.
We crossed paths a couple of years ago.
Right.
And I reminded him of it, and he said, so you're the bad luck charm for me. But no, we had a laugh about it, and small world that however many years ago it was, 8 years ago, I was holding the flag, and this year someone's going to be, a kid my age back then is going to be holding mine. So it'll be weird, but very, very special.
We're heading towards Brighton.
I spent a lot of time there because that's where I lived.
That's where you lived and where you grew up.
Yep.
So how many family will you have at the race, do you think?
My mum and dad will be there, my sisters will be there, family and friends and stuff. So yeah, it'd be nice to have them there.
We've brought you back to Brighton Beach, which you know really well, but I wanted to ask you about moving to England when you were 14.
Yep.
Because that's scary. You're going from somewhere like this to living in the middle of England.
Yes.
Because you need to for your racing at 14.
Correct, yeah. It was a bit of a culture shock, definitely a weather shock, that's for sure. But no, I mean, it was something that I knew I'd have to do if I wanted any chance of getting to F1. So yeah, it was a difficult decision, but one that was necessary, and I'm very happy to pay it off.
But you went to an English boarding school. How did you adapt to that? Because that's quite a different regime.
Yeah, it was different, definitely. But I think, to be honest, in some ways it helped because, I was there from the other side of the world with no one else. And I was living with effectively a bunch of mates that were all doing a similar thing. Granted, they could go half an hour down the road and they were at their parents' house, but it was like living with a bunch of friends. School in general gave me something else to think about when I wasn't racing. So I think it was, in hindsight, a very, very good move.
I mean, this is a beautiful spot to wrap it up. Look at these beach huts, they're incredible.
Very
on the
nice.
beach here in Brighton. What would be a good result for you this weekend? What would you be happy to leave here with?
I think we'll see where we are in terms of competitiveness, but I think in the last two races, if stuff hadn't have gone wrong, we could have been in contention for points. So we'll try and score some points this weekend, but yeah, we'll have to see how we go. But I think definitely in the first two we could have got a point or two both times, so that's what we'll aim for again.
How special would it be to get your first points in F1 on your home race?
Yeah, it'd be very, very special. So hopefully we can make it happen.
We'll keep everything crossed for you. Go well this weekend. Thanks for your time,
Cheers.
Oscar.
Thank you.